Thina bezulu elibhula umlilo ngamazwi abanye beubhula ngamahlahla sinibingelele sinamukele ke phinaphi la wethamele khona i1 KZN TV igama lami nguphiwe ngokwamthembu sisaqhubeka ke nokuhambisana nomnyango wezokubusa ngokubambisana nendaba zomdabu esifundazweni iKwaZulu Natal oholwa ke umhlonishwa umfundisi uThulasizwe Buthelezi ingwe edla ngamabala amhlophe ezinye zidla ngamabala amnyama namdaka sethekwini ke lika banana nokuyilapho khona ke kuqhubeka ke umcimbi we-Local Government Conference inkonfa ke le ngempela nayo ke 18 ukusebenza kohulumeni basekhaya nokuyilapho kubhekwa khona ukuthi imali zomphakathi zisetshenziswa kanjani kulapho phela sikwazi ukuthi ke sithole ke novo oluvela ke ehovisi likamcwaningi mabhuku jikelele ukuze sizwe nje ukuthi ngempela ke labo masipala esizwe kuthiwe ke bathole umbiko ongenagcopho kusuke kusho ukuthini lokho nanokuthi ke iyipi indlela okufanele kulandelwe ngayo ukusetshenziswa kwemali ke esuke zithinta ke umphakathi konke lokho sikuthola uma ngabe sithi ke abakhulume
bekuyingqungquthela esemqoka ehlelwe inhlangano iConrad Adenauer okuyinhlangano esisebenze iminyaka eminingi lapha eNingizimu Afrika igxilisa intando yeningi njengomnyango wakwaCOTA sikwazile ukuthi namhlanje sibe ingxenye ukuze sibeke isithombe somasipala ukuthi basebenza kanjani ikakhulukazi uma kubhekwa indaba yokulethwa kwamanzi udaba lukagesi nodaba lwemigwaqo isithombe ke sivelayo ukuthi bakhona omasipala abenza kahle kodwa isekhona indawo lapho esidinga ukuthi sikhuphula amasokisi ngoba abantu bakithi izidingo abayiboni nombiko omcwaningo mabhuku udweba isithombe esingesihle kwabanye omasipala kodwa kwabanye omasipala njengomhlathuze umshwathi umlalazi bachonywa uphaphe legwalagwala ukuthi benza kahle ngokwezimali ngakho le ngqungquthela sibona izohamba ibanga elide ekugxiliseni intando yeningi nanokuthi abantu nabo babamba iqhaza ekuthenini amakhansela abo nomeya benza umsebenzi abasuke bewuthembisile.
My name is Dr. Paul Kariuki. I'm the Executive Director of the DDP Democracy Development Program. We are based here in Durban, but we work nationally through our extensive network of partners. We're here today convening this annual local government conference that we've convened every year since our founding. And this year's one, we're looking at reimagining local municipalities and democracy and political accountability. We believe it's an important conversation because we are preparing ourselves for the 2026 local government elections, and it's important we prepare ourselves by starting to reimagine how can we co-create a municipality that serves the interest of the people, irrespective of their political affiliations, irrespective of their backgrounds, irrespective of their socioeconomic conditions and the rest of the things that we, counter every time we want to think about how do we serve each other. And so this conference gives every person in this room and those who are joining us online an opportunity to share their views on what has been working in their areas, in their wards, and what is not working. More importantly, is about bringing our collective effort in holding our local leaders accountable for their delivery and for the decisions that they make. Most often, they not do decisions that are actually in the interest of the citizens, but rather on the interest of the political parties that they represent. We are saying that that cannot continue because that does not serve the purpose of having local government. Local government is the closest sphere of governance that is closest to citizens, and therefore it's important that it's actually serving the interest of citizens. So this conference is about creating those opportunities to share ideas, brainstorm solutions, but more importantly, prepare ourselves to participate in the local government elections next year, armed with information, but ready to take the decisions that we need to take so that we can reposition our municipalities here in eThekwini and in KZN, and hopefully those who are going to engage with our message across the country to do the same, because we have a role to play. And we believe organizations such as ours and civil society that are represented in this room, they are able to come together and mobilize citizens towards that ideal objective. There has to be a change. Things cannot continue the same way they have been happening because the ultimate power lies with the citizen through our votes.
Mbukeli ke njengoba sazi ukuthi ke nokhetho lohulumeni basekhaya selisemome njengoba sazi ukuthi ke unyaka u2026 kulapho ke umphakathi uyothola ithuba lokuthi uphinde futhi ke uzikhethele wona ke ukuthi imuphi uhulumeni ofisa ukuthi ke ubaphathe nokho singeyisheke ngaphandle ke inhlangano ke engamele ke ukhetho nenza isiqinisekiso sokuthi ke ukhetho luba ngolukhululekile okuyi IEC nokuyilapho sifisa nje ukuthi sizwe ukuthi lithini ke elabo ilaka kulolu suku lwanamhlanje njengoba kuyibona abafanele besichazele ukuthi ukhetho size sithi ke ngolukhululekile uma ngabe kunjani konke lokho nako sikuthola uma ngabe sithi ke abakhulume.
Today we are attending a local government conference in Durban, Elangeni. As you know, our mandate is to manage elections, ensure they are free and fair, and also to declare the results, and most importantly, to also educate the citizens. So today we are partnering with DDP in delivering this conference where our participation and the interest is on reflecting on the local government sphere of government. So as IEC, we look at this sphere of government as the one that is very close to citizens. That's where our communities get to enjoy the benefits of government. That's where the government and citizens come to meet. So for us, every time we prepare for local government election, there are quite a number of issues that are raised by communities. If those issues are negative, in most cases, they tend to have an impact on our processes as we prepare for the election.
As part of the DDP from the University of KwaZulu-Natal within the School of Social Science, as a specialist in local government, part of being here is to enter into a journey, especially in reclaiming the space in which civil society, academic institutions, various organizations as well. And this is very much important because, democracy is able to be lived through partnering with various institutions, government included. As you will know that DDP is a civil society which is championing how democracy can be democratized in our country. And local government is one of the institutions which is very key and very important in terms of making sure that various challenges which we are facing as our municipalities at this current stage, some of those challenges are being addressed. As we will know that local government is faced with many challenges, and some of those challenges, they violate the Constitution, especially Chapter 7 of the Constitution, which talked about 4 pillars, which looks at local government has to be accountable, it has to be transparent, local government has to promote social and economic development, and also local government has to make sure that services are being offered, and also part which is very key and important, that local government has to promote local democracy. Today I'm going to talk about local democracy, which is about the system which provide power to the people. And how do we use that power? How do we, as civil society, use that particular power in order to make sure that we hold government accountable? We'll also recall that based on the social contract by Rousseau, government enter into a partnership with the people. And we are here as part of the governance. Thank you very much.
Gama ngusiphephelo Mhlongo, ngi-Audit Senior Manager from the Office of the Auditor General. One of our key missions as the Office of the Auditor General, we are a Chapter 9 institution from Umthetho-Sisekelo, which is the constitution of the country. So we exist to strengthen our country's democracy through auditing, thereby enabling oversight. So isidingo sokuthi sibe khona la as the Office of the Auditor General sine strategy. Strategy sethu sikhuluma ngokuthi sifuna ukuthi kushintshe iculture usikompilo kwi-public sector through us then providing ama insights, influence and enforcement. So as part of that strategy, there's an aspect that we talk about, which is the accountability ecosystem. The accountability ecosystem we talk about, it's the role players that are responsible in terms of enabling our institutions that are transparent, that are accountable, that are run with the integrity, that are able to perform. So ngizo share la ama audit outcomes at 2023-2024 with regards to local government.
As we are here, we are looking forward to the ideas that will be shared by different stakeholders, and most importantly by civil society, which also form part of our key stakeholders when we are preparing for elections. So we are going to look at the reflections, how we can turn around our local government. So if we win that side, definitely that will make our preparation for elections very easy. To take one example, we normally experience some service delivery protest towards election. Communities find that as a better vehicle of raising their issues. But we are saying if we are engaging in this kind of manner, so a lot of issues will be addressed. We will be empowering the civil society, which should really make our preparation for election a lot easier if we are removing the barriers that make people unhappy when they have to elect at the local sphere of government.
Mbukeli ke uma ngabe sekuyilesi sikhathi sithi ke ayilwanga yesabana so sesiliguqisa uhlelo igama lami nguphiwe ngwakwamthembu besithi abakhulume ngivumeleni ngiguqe esiguqeni sonke siyothi sukuma kube kusuluzayo inkosi inibusise.